All right, welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Fanon, and in this video, we got a whole lot of people out there saying the Duck Chronicles are going for Devin Haney as Gervonta Davis and his team blast news from Devin Haney that he will not be fighting Gervonta Davis next after what they call career-long clout chasing to build his name. Let's talk about the latest update in this video. All right, welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Fanon, and in this video, we are going to be in the 135-pound division, where I have to tell you, I told you so. And I've been telling you so for quite a while about what is going on in that division. And the proverbial SHIT hit the fan yesterday with a tweet from the undisputed champion of the 135-pound division, Devin Haney, about what he will be doing next. And guess what it is? It is fighting and this, I have to say this with a little bit of, be a little careful with it. But at the same time, it's true. The weakest available opponent for him to fight in REGIS PROGRIAS, and not Gervonta Davis, who he had been acting as if he's wanted to fight for several years now. But like Gervonta Davis points out, always asking for the fight when everybody already has a fight. Now, before I get into the details of it, let me welcome you back to the channel. If you are new to the channel, please accept my invitation to hit the subscribe button if you like the video. If you don't like the video, hey man, hit the thumbs down. But if you do, hit the subscribe button, hit the thumbs up button. And if you are a longtime subscriber and supporter of the channel, thank you so much for your continued support. But before we get into that, I just want to tell you real fast about today's sponsor, the Boxing Showtime app. It's a very useful app that keeps you updated on all things boxing, and you can keep up with the latest fights, where to watch them, the latest news, and a lot more. For any hardcore boxing fan like myself, and most likely all of y'all, I would definitely recommend downloading it. And it also is most definitely a big support to the channel. It's available for both Apple and Android, and you can find the link in the description below. Thanks for considering downloading Boxing Showtime's app. But let's get back into the subject matter of the video. So obviously we've got Devin Haney, who's the undisputed champion at the 135-pound division. And he's out here looking real bad because there's really no way for him not to have looked bad in this circumstance, considering all the things that he had said for the entire buildup of his career before he got to being the undisputed champion and since he became the undisputed champion. Gervonta Davis is one of the biggest names in all of boxing. Some people call him the face of boxing. He just had a million pay-per-view fight against Ryan Garcia. He sells out stadiums all over the United States, has one of the biggest gates in his last fight in the history of boxing with a $22 million gate against Ryan Garcia in a Las Vegas fight that took place, I do believe it was in April. So you have the guy with all the money, and you guys got the guy with the belts. The problem is that the guy with the belts is now saying he's not going to fight the guy with the money, who he has called out time and time again for years. There was a period of time when Devin Haney literally could not keep Gervonta Davis's name out of his mouth. called him, said that he was available to fight him. Every time Gervonta had a fight, Devin is there saying he wants to fight. Every time Devin already had a fight plan, Devin says, I don't have to take this fight. I can take the fight with Gervonta Davis. So now that Gervonta Davis is released from jail, and he does not have a fight on his schedule. And Gervonta had already said before, when I get these 2 fights done, when I get done with Hector Garcia and I get done with Ryan Garcia, okay, I want you, Devin Haney. So what does Devin Haney do? Devin Haney, in a response to a tweet that was put out by Regis Prograis, where Regis Prograis, who is the WBC 140-pound champion, said, hey, Eddie, are we going to be fighting Devin in November or what? Tick tock, puts a little clock in there. And then Devin responds, October. And then, of course, everybody looks and it's like, hold on, man. You're going to fight Regis Prograis? Now, please understand my point of view, because I said this on Twitter, and I maintain that this is my belief. If Devin Haney cannot make 140 pounds, I don't have a problem with him going up and fighting at 100. If he can't make 135, I don't have a problem with him moving up and fighting 140. You just can't make the weight. What my problem is you acting as if you can fight at 135 and giving offers to Shakur Stevenson, which do not really sound, in my opinion, that lucrative for him. Like you just want him to, bet on himself. Dude, these guys are boxers, man. They don't got to bet on themselves. That's a big fight, man. Pay the man fair money for the fight. But whatever. But I never really thought, and I said before that I didn't think that offer was a serious offer, that he didn't want the fight. He just put that offer out there, was something that he knew Shakur Stevenson wasn't going to accept. And so he could say he made an offer. Same thing that I've been telling you guys for years about him saying he wants to fight Gervonta Davis. When he said, I'm available in December, in between the fight, the first and second George Kambosos fight, and he said that he was available. He got on his, Bill Haney got on the Rise podcast and said that they could make the fight with Gervonta Davis next. When he had a rematch clause with George Kambosos, I knew that he wasn't serious about that. But however, a whole bunch of Devin Haney fans took him seriously and said, "Oh no, he's serious. He's serious. He wants it. He can do it. There's no problem. Just have Gervonta activate his mandatory." So I guess maybe that's now what Gervonta Davis has to do to have the fight take place, to activate the mandatory. Nah, man. Look, here's the deal, man. Gervonta Davis was 100% right. His team is 100% right. Devin Haney built his name in large part off calling a lot of fighters out. And in situations where the other guy there was no reason for them to fight him, right? But once he got to the Undisputed Championship, he now is starting pointing at other fighters and talking to other fighters as if they don't have anything to offer to him. And he was calling out everybody. Now that there's a bunch of people trying to fight him, just like the other people, like Lomachenko had a bunch of people wanting to fight him, and Teofimo Lopez had a bunch of people wanting to fight him. They have a lot of choices. And they can only fight one person at a time. But they didn't choose the guy that didn't have anything to offer. But when it was Devin who didn't have anything to offer, everybody was ducking. Now, when it's the other guys that quote unquote don't have anything to offer, hey, Devin, everybody's going to suffer because they're not fighting Devin, is the line that I hear. Like, seriously putting out coming with this angle. Well, look at whoever Devin fights is going to be a better fight than any of the other guys that they fight. That has absolutely nothing to do with whether or not Devin Haney is going to fight Shakur Stevenson or fight Gervonta Davis. Okay? There's really only two. Okay? There's really three. Gervonta, Shakur, the rematch with Lomachenko, because Lomachenko almost beat him and really did not look good at all against Vasily Lomachenko. So no rematch for Lomachenko. Low ball offer to Shakur Stevenson. Then Gervonta gets out of jail, and then silence on Gervonta Davis, complete silence on Gervonta Davis when all they could do is talk about him before. Anyway, like I said, I'm not going to call it a duck other than saying that if this was Devin Haney in the same situation, anybody other than Devin Haney fans would be calling these people all kind of ducks for this. But you know what it is. You got the two standards. You got the Devin Haney universe standard, and you got everybody else standard, because I could completely understand, hey, you can't fight all these guys at the same time. However, Regis Prograis, and I'm a Regis Prograis fan, looks like the easiest out. Quite honestly. Not that it is an easy out, but it looks like the easiest out after the performance that he had in the last fight that he had when he fought in New Orleans, in his hometown. Didn't look that good in that particular fight. I think he won the fight. Some other people thought Regis Prograis lost the fight. So now he's going to move up and fight him and skip Shakur Stevenson and skip Gervonta Davis and skip the Lomachenko rematch. Okay, yeah. But again, if he could not make weight, I would say, okay, you can't make weight, right? You can't make weight. But at the same time, what was this petitioning? What was this petitioning of Teofimo Lopez to be able to make a decision about fighting for a vacant WBO belt if Teofimo Lopez is not available? Even that sounds funny, but don't worry about it. We'll do it in the live stream. Y'all are just wild stuff. But anyway, that's my take on the matter. You let me know what you think in the comment section. And with that, I'm out. Peace.